Alright, here we're going to start with part 3. This is where we're going to start constructing a page. I have went ahead and actually put all kinds of measurements together that we're going to need and papers that we're going to need. We're doing it all in craft cardstock like I showed before. We started out, I'm going to show you what I started out deciding to make the pages like, but I've changed my mind. So this is how it was going to be constructed previously. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see. Oops. So you can see the whole thing. Okay. So this piece here was attached here like this. And then it opens like this. We're still going to have this piece, but it's not going to be attached to this. It's going to be attached in a different way. This whole middle part is going to be completely different. This part is going to be completely different. So this is how it's going to go. We're going to, let me think about this. Okay, these, if you put these on, you have no paper under here. No pattern paper, I should say. And this, all you get is these two pockets. Well, I've decided the middle section is going to be an explosion section. So you're going to have a piece that folds out up here, that goes down to here, a piece that's from here that will fold down, fold up, and you're going to have two sides that fold out and then fold in. So you'll have plenty of room for photos, and that is why we have this huge gusset that we've been talking about. And I'm also not sure, I'm going to rewatch that video and just see, since they want you to actually, you couldn't see it in the other video because I was blocking it. I filmed it too close up. But this is how they want this one to go. Is to fold it in. Let me see if I can find the cover right now. I don't have the cover up here right now. But it's going to sit like this and then go in the spine like this. Like this. So I don't know if I'm comfortable not having this anchor, because I'm so used to this anchor from my other albums that I've done. I just don't know if I'm comfortable not having that. So I'm going to rewatch the video before we attach this piece and just see. And you can see I left two so I can show you how I trimmed it and everything. There's a little bit in the other video, but that way you can see exactly how we did it. And again, these are 3/4 inch. Most of these that I've seen have either been 1/2 inch tall or 1/4 inch tall. And I don't feel it anchors to the book, especially with as much as we're going to have going on with this. I just don't think it will be enough. So we're not going to do that. Oh, yay, my Tim Holtz. I was looking everywhere for this. I finally found it. Where did I find it? I think I bought it. Joann's online. Yeah, nope, Scrapbooking Warehouse online. It's scrapbooking-warehouse.com if you want to know that. Okay, so we're not doing this. This piece was like this initially. Well, actually, no, it wasn't even like that, because you can see right here, it was going to be basically a pocket, and you would just put pictures in there. But we're not doing that. You're going to have this piece, you're going to have this piece, and you're going to have a third piece that folds out. But it's going to look like three, but this is not going to come down here. It's going to come from up here. So we're going to construct this page because it sounds really confusing right now. And I'm one of those people, I have to see everything. I'm a visual learner, so I don't know. And then this was just going to be a pocket initially, but it's going to be another one just like this. So, yeah. And I decided this was going to be a summer book because I started it back in June, and went camping a couple times and things got busy. We're not. It's going to be a Halloween. So that is what we're going to do. So with that being said, this is our measurement stuff. I went ahead, measured everything. Some things are cut, but I will be more than happy to show you. And I will give you every measurement on these papers. I marked it with a sticky note on every paper. except for this one, and you'll see why when I show you this one. Because this is a triangle piece, and they don't have to be perfect, but these are going to be pockets for tags inside the explosion piece. It still doesn't make sense, but it will. And we're going to have a small place for some more tags. So some will have a large triangle, and some will have a smaller a smaller triangle there. Hopefully you can see that. And then this is this page, and I also tell you where to score at also, so you can see right there what it says. If it's backwards, I will tell you. But as we're going through, I will tell you where to score, where to cut. I've left, I need, basically, we're doing 6 pages, so I've made it accordingly, how many we need, blah, blah, blah. And I've left 2 that have not been cut or anything, so that way I can show you exactly the way I cut it, and that's what we're going to construct together on the first page. And then this piece right here is for this. That will be that piece right there. Oops, sorry. Where it's our faux envelope. It looks like an envelope, but it will be attached in the book. Alright, so now as we're going along, just so you know, I did all these measurements, but while we're constructing the page, you will hear me ramble on. Does it go like this? Because I haven't perfected it. I just made this up. So I watched some videos online. Nothing is from one place in particular. It's from a lot of places, from a lot of videos that I've watched. So if I come across anything and I see, oh, it's exactly like that, then I will be sure to give that person credit for it. Okay? Alright. So here we go with this. This piece is the fold downs that I was telling you about for the top and bottom. So it is, where are we at? Just banging my leg. Did not feel good. It's the 2 that's going to go here. So the 3 fold out and all that. And then we're going to construct this book, and then we are also going to decorate it. We're going to also make a charm for it, step by step, making the charm as well. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, just so you know, I'm going to tell you this before I forget, because it's highly likely that I will forget. Let me see. Where is the... Ow, don't hit my leg. It's probably in here. Let me see what I got here. Just a minute. No. Darn it. Where'd you go? There it is. Alright, the cover. Here's our trusty cover again. Alright, so right here you can see where there's a seam there. Won't matter, you're covering it with, well, I'm not going to cover mine with paper. I'm going to cover mine with faux black leather. And I'll show you that when I do it. I actually got it at Walmart. They have them. I think they're like $3 a yard. I think I got a half a yard of each. And a half a yard is going to cover many, many books. So, what you need to do is, remember this, when you're doing it, you have to, 1, do it before you lay anything in the book. There's a hole we're going to put in there. We're going to pop a hole in there, and make sure you pop your hole in here before you attach any pages to anything. If you don't, you will not be able to get in there, and you're going to fight with it, and it will give you the biggest headache ever. So, well, like I was saying, since I found the cover, they want it to go like this, because they feel like, the reason why they said that, let me get a little close up here so you can actually see. You see this normally when you make with a binding. This is how I do it. I have these 2 anchors here, but they're saying that that causes some bulk. I've never had a bulk issue with it, and every album I've made, it's been for family, my daughter, my sister. Yeah, so this time, it's for me. Yeah, I love Halloween. We do big things, parties and stuff at Halloween with the kids, have kiddie parties, and and adult parties, and yeah, that's the only time of year we actually ever do that. But anyways, so yeah, I don't know how, so it would go, instead of the anchors, it would go like this. Just like this. I just don't know if, and you can see that it fits perfectly on there. There's no overage, and they just feel like when you put this down and you have the seam, then you have to, I don't know. Like I said, I'll rewatch the video and see if it makes sense. If it doesn't, also we're going to Tyvek here for stability and carry on with that. So, like I said, if you want a tutorial on this, leave a comment and I will be happy to do that. We're going to zoom back out. Oops, I said out. Okay. There we go. Alright, so enough of that. But that's what we're going to do. 3-inch binding with 1/2-inch gussets. So we'll do that. Alright, so here's our other piece. All the measurements are on there. Like I said, these are for the piece I just showed you. This piece is, let me see. This is for the explosion piece on the inside. And you can see I purposely didn't cut, I left 2 so we can put it together. And here's our pages we made on the other video. And just like I showed you before, these are going to fit in here. It's all they do is, you can see I made the hinges there. You can see them inside. And all you do is you slip it on like this. You slip it on like this. And then I'll tell you, when you do it, you don't go to the end or else your book won't lay flat. You won't be able to turn your pages. I did that in another book and it was the biggest pain ever. Okay? So, and then when you make your pages, your page, you'll see, tucks under here and everything attaches to this piece here. That's why I made it 3/4 inches, because you need to anchor that really good or your book's going to fall apart on you. That's my opinion. I think it will work better with the 3/4 inch. It was a pain figuring out the measurements, but I won't do it any other way now. I'll do that because I know that there's no book that I'm going to make, especially if it's for myself, that's not going to have tons of interaction, all kinds of pockets and flip outs and all that. So, yeah, no. So, yeah, and then we have our wings there. So, we have 6 of these, and then so on. This part's going on the inside. It's going to go on your binding. This part, on top of everything else, is going to have a large tag. So we're going to have a large tag in there. So I think that will look really, really nice. So we got that. And then, like I said, this here is the middle flap. So your trifolds are going to go here. Your explosion's going to go here. And then this is going to be your envelope piece here. So I've got everything laid out. Like I said, we left a couple extra. I'm probably going to remake these. I was going to keep these, but I looked at it because I made them at completely different times. They're 2 different sizes. It won't matter when you put it in the book, but I can always save these and use them in another book. Since I've got those other 2 pages, I can just make like a 4-page mini, quick mini. Well, minis are never quick for me because yeah, no, they're never quick for me. So I'm probably going to just keep this one because that's what the measurements I have for. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one and I'll show you. And we're going to put it all together. So this is where we're starting at. This is video number 3. We've got everything laid out. And I'll give you the measurements for these. These are just the attaching pages. Oh, and where are we at? Okay, so this is what we were doing before, but I'm just going to show you so you know. When we go our 3 here, we're going to have, this will be a full 5, 4 3/4 inch. Then you have this page, and then you're going to have a flap that folds this way. Plus, you're going to have all this here. So we're going to see how it's going to come together it will be an adventure. So I hope you decide to come along for the ride, because it will be. Yes, it will be. I will be frustrated, but I will not stop. We're going to continue and get this album done. So there's no paper bags in this album. I looked for so many vertical tutorials that had no bags, and I couldn't find any. So I decided to make one myself. So this is my first vertical mini. I saw the one from my sister Scrapper, and I absolutely loved that book. I plan on making those one day, but not today. We're going to do this. So we're going to continue on, and I will see you in the next video, and we're going to start putting a page together. See you in a few. Bye.